Hello everyone, MCon here, bringing you another episode of our Dragon Age Origins DLC. We're playing through the Awakening campaign in Vigil's Keep at the moment. We have just managed to secure it from the Darkspawn who invaded. Ooh, storage. That's nice. I'm glad I found that. Let's go ahead and stash some things then, like crafting supplies, because I won't need those unless I craft things, which I will probably do at some point, but certainly not right now. Alright, we can stash you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I like having my arrows ready just in case. Alright. Good. This is actually very useful for me. Okay. Definitely put some runes in there. Alright. Excellent. Yeah, that gives us a good 80 capacity in our inventory now. Handy. Ooh, Commander's Helm. Cool. Trickster's Tunic. Ooh, I like this. It doesn't give me the 50% fire resistance. Wow. It does not give me the 50% fire resistance, but it's extra defense. It's a little bit more armor, slightly more fatigue, and physical resistance. Huh. That's cool. I notice also it looks like my my armor has 3 extra Grandmaster Hail rune tracing. Cool. 3 extra rune slots that didn't used to be there before. Of course, that being because there didn't used to be rune slots for armor. Grandmaster Frost rune. Cool. The Warrior's Heart. Blank Vellum. Alright. Very nice. Okay, so we need to... Oh, and there's more loot. Dumat's Spine. Interesting. A Grey Warden weaponsmith created this sword and its sister dagger shortly after the First Blight. Whether the blades were actually crafted from the bones of the Archdemon is still in contention. When equipped with the dagger Dumat's Claw, the character is immune to flanking. That's kind of cool. Oh, White Steel, Tier 8. This is our first Tier 8 weapon. Previously in the main campaign, things only went up to Tier 7. So that's pretty cool. Looks like this is really useful to give to a rogue. Alright. In conjunction with that other dagger that it's talking about, of course. But I don't seem to think we've got Dumat's whatchamacall. Ooh, new Codex the First Warden. The nominal leader of our order is the First Warden, but you can expect little assistance or guidance so far from the Anderfells. Even those close to Weishaupt learn to suffer alone. The murmurs are true. The First Warden is often embroiled in the politics of the Anderfells and has little opportunity to consider worldly matters. I would like to believe it is a matter of survival, not of political self-interest. Know that your mission is vital. You carry the hopes of our order. If the highest among us holds noble titles outside of the Anderfells, perhaps we will be better situated when the next blight comes, as we all know it must. A confidential report for the Warden Commander. Okay. The Vigil. Vigil's Keep is one of the oldest settlements in Ferelden, older than Denerim and Gwarin. The barbarians who battled the Tevinter Imperium chose this location for a fortress, so that their warning fires would be visible at a great distance when Tevinter ships neared the coast. The Vigil has seen battle in every major invasion of Ferelden. Tevinter's rival barbarian clans and Orlesians have all held her battlements. The Vigil was the first fortress to fall to the Orlesians, and the last to be freed. Okay. What about creatures? The Disciples. The Disciples are darkspawn that have become sapient after some sort of process of awakening, after which they choose their own names. They are cunning, powerful, and hold influence over non-awakened darkspawn. Okay. And characters? Anders. We read about Anders. Afterwards, he was recruited into the Grey Wardens. He survived the joining. Oghren. Let's see. When the Blight was ended, Oghren settled down with his old flame Felsi and had a child. Oh, had a child. But domestic bliss did not last, and so Oghren traveled to Vigil's Keep in hope of becoming a warden himself. Iron survived the joining. His extensive experience drinking bitter swill likely helped. His passion for strong drink hasn't waned. Mahari. Sadly, Mahari's enthusiasm did not save her. She perished in the joining like so many others before her and was laid to rest as a Grey Warden. Seneschal Varel. Varel has spent his life defending Amaranthine. When Rendon Howe was Arl, Varel briefly became Seneschal of Vigil's Keep, but he repeatedly objected to Howe's orders and was demoted to lower and lower ranks. Nonetheless, he continued to serve with defiance. When Howe's acts turned more sinister, Varel secretly sheltered those in need, and used what little power he had to counteract the Arl's atrocities. Soon, Varel was languishing in the dungeon awaiting execution, but Howe died first. When the Grey Wardens took over Amaranthine, the Order reappointed Varel as Seneschal. Blech. Although Varel is not a warden himself, his position as chief administrator of the Warden's lands makes him privy to many secrets of the Order, including the joining ritual. This rare honor is a testament to his character. Okay. Cool. So, let's go ahead and get some talking done with these guys. Captain Garavel.
Commander.
This is Sir Garavel, the new captain of the guard.
I have a matter to bring to your attention.
What do you know about the Darkspawn attack on the Vigil?
My predecessor, Captain Rullins, and much of the senior staff were inside the keep proper at the time. How they met their fates is unknown. All we know is Darkspawn swarmed the keep.
Where did the Darkspawn come from?
I talked with the dwarf Voldric earlier. It's his belief, and I concur, that they came from the keep itself.
Oh.
The deep cellars go very deep indeed. Voldric suspects the Darkspawn found a hidden route into the keep.
How many soldiers survived the attack on the Vigil?
Barely any, truth be told, and none of the Wardens. But there are many soldiers still out patrolling the roads between here and Amaranthine. We can recover from this.
The Darkspawn leader, it talked, I heard him.
That is disturbing, Commander. But all throughout the lands we've heard rumors. Tales of new Darkspawn. Terrifying ones, forged out of nightmare and shadow. Something grave is afoot.
Well, can we change the subject? Quite depressing, really.
Certainly.
Anything important to inform me of?
Potentially urgent. The Wardens, I mean, began gathering information while they were here. The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told.
And what did the hunters claim?
These hunters, Colbert and, well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The Wardens were just about to send someone to track down Colbert.
Where is Colbert?
Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Probably amongst the refugees outside the city gate. Commander.
Alright. New quest, Last of the Legion. Captain Garavel reported that 2 hunters stumbled upon what seems to be a cave full of Darkspawn. He suggested that you see whether there's any truth to the matter. Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Alright. Mistress Woolsey.
Warden Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Woolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whitehart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine. He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Woolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul.
I'm pleased to have your service, Mistress Woolsey.
Sir, the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the Pilgrim's Path. It is the only route that can reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization.
Is the situation really that dire?
A short-term thinker sees only immediate financial loss. But without essential supplies, we can expect mass starvation and anarchy. In the city of Amaranthine, there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard. He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking.
Have you ever been to Weishaupt?
No. It is far to the north. The fortress is said to be impregnable. It still has the areas where the griffins of old would breed.
That's
but
cool.
their like will never be seen again.
The first warden only sent a treasurer? I need more wardens.
The Fereldans are a proud people. They are proud of you, especially. Had the first warden sent foreign fighters, it would have caused great distrust amongst the locals. Barrel was specifically chosen as Seneschal because he commands great respect here.
Why does the first warden care about Amaranthine?
About the Arling? He does not. But about the implications? A great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. Her true story, and that of the Warden's exile, is one you yourself uncovered at Soldier's Peak.
I remember that.
At great personal risk. We are now presented with another precedent. Wardens owning lands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that wardens are important, blight or no.
Fair enough. That will be all, Mistress Woolsey.
Very well, Commander.
Alright. So now we've got the righteous path. Merchant caravans are being attacked on the pilgrim's path between Amaranthine and Denerim. To learn more, speak to Mervis, a representative of the Merchants Guild in the city of Amaranthine. I feel like they might want us to check out Amaranthine. Alright, Seneschal.
To business, then. Ole sent a dozen wardens to the Vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field.
Oh, where is this Kristoff?
The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine.
Why am I not surprised? Amaranthine isn't small. How would I find him there?
Only so many places travelers visit. I checked the inns and taverns.
Did Kristoff reveal anything of what he found before he went?
He did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel.
Seneschal, do you have any idea why the Darkspawn aren't returning to the Deep Roads?
Wiser men than I have worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they found some other purpose...
Is there anything else, or can we talk about other matters?
That's the only thing that needs immediate attention. Do you want something else, Commander?
What exactly does a Seneschal do?
As much as you like, sir. Generally, the Keep's Seneschal takes care of day-to-day matters. If anything important arises, I'll alert you.
Can you tell me about Vigil's Keep?
We call her the Vigil. She's been around for a long spell. They say the Alamari barbarians first built a fort here to stop Tevinter incursions from the lowlands of the Waking Sea. They say that the castle is built on a mountain of bones. Much death here.
Very compelling story. Farewell for now. Alright. So, now we've got Shadows of the Black Marsh. Look for Kristoff and Amaranthine. A Grey Warden named Kristoff was absent from Vigil's Keep when the Darkspawn attacked. He was sent to discover why the Darkspawn were still active with the Blight defeated. Seneschal Verrill believes Kristoff began his investigation in the city of Amaranthine. And the Awakening, our main plot. Unravel the mystery behind the sapient Darkspawn. Captain Garavel, Seneschal Verrill, and Mistress Woolsey have provided you with leads relating to the Darkspawn you should investigate as soon as possible. Excellent. We've got our leads. Let's see. Anders, Ogren, and then... Who are you? Oh, Enchanter? We've got it all. A different Enchanter?
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Do you have any runes for sale?
Certainly.
Oh, okay. Evasion rune tracing. That sounds nice. Etching agents, blank rune stones, journeyman... Okay, so you've got a bunch of rune tracings. Cool. Alright. And then some actual runes. Stout rune gives constitution. Tempest rune, chance to avoid missile attacks. Silverite is extra damage versus Darkspawn. Immunity... Oh, cool. Gives you resistances against various things. Reservoir rune gives willpower. Oh, Battle Mage Manual? Yes. Charging into the fray, not just for large men with swords. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. That is exactly what I need. Alright. Unlock the Battle Mage specialization. Anders! Guess what, man?
Point the way, fearless leader.
I like you. Oh, hello. Vassals and their liege. Some kingdoms rigidly define the rights of vassals and their duty to their liege. In Ferelden, a relatively new kingdom, the Arls and Arlesses theoretically command their Arlings' bands and lords. In practice, those lessers often zealously maintain their independence. Some Ferelden vassals must be goaded instead of ordered, swayed, not ruled. Vassals owe military obligations to their liege, yet often deny even sworn oaths and signed contracts. In contrast, the vassals expect their liege's protection, despite provocation otherwise. A successful Ferelden liege applies force, persuasion, and duplicity in equal measure. From A Guide to Statecraft, published anonymously. Interesting. So they don't always get along the best. Alright, let's open up our storage quick. Don't want any of you guys, but for the moment, let's take along all the weapons that we have. Yes, and all the armor. I want to find out what's going to work best. Yeah, all the equipment, basically. There we go. I want to find out what's going to work best with our party that we'll be taking around. Ogren and Anders. Thank you. Okay. Let's see where this leads. I think out into the keep, if I'm remembering correctly.
Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back they caught a thief in the Vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit.
Where's this thief now?
He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did.
Show them to me.
Just give me a moment.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Side quest. A daughter ransomed. Commander of the Grey, I am Sir Edgar Bensley, a faithful vassal. My daughter and sole heir, Eileen, has been kidnapped by Mosley, the snake's vile lot of miscreants. My fief is small, and my means meager, and they have demanded 30 sovereigns in a time frame I cannot meet. I pray you will intercede on my behalf. The ransom is to be delivered to the abandoned chantry by Forlorn Cove. If you produce the ransom, I swear by my faith in Andraste that I will repay you in time. You and my gentle daughter go with my prayers. Far afield, most honored commander, ever since my husband passed, I've been looking after my family and the hired hands. But the Darkspawn have been getting worse. We've a Templar who checks on us occasionally, but there's a limit to what he can handle. If you can help my family, we'll tell Lord Edelbreck you're a friend. I fear we may not have much time. Goodwife Valena Turnoble. Okay. And a new quest about the prisoner. A man was caught sneaking around the keep before the attack. Since it took 4 Grey Wardens to bring him down, he is clearly no simple thief. Speak to him in the basement dungeon. I know exactly who he is. Alright, and then those 2 quests. Okay. Oh, you guys get to level up. Yeah, Anders, Battle Mage. +2 magic, minor combat health regeneration. Good. Let's go ahead and give you more magic. And definitely more willpower. You can use as much of that as you can get at this point. Alright. Battle Mage. Let's take a look at what these have. Draining Aura. Whew, 100 upkeep. It's interesting. The Battle Mage thrives in the heat of combat, creating a field that drains life from nearby enemies to heal the mage for as long as the spell is active. Each time an enemy is drained, the spell consumes a small amount of the Battle Mage's mana. Hand of Winter. He releases a burst of intense cold, damaging nearby enemies, as well as freezing them unless they pass a resistance check, and inflicting a penalty to movement speed otherwise. Stoic. He's learned to harness pain and transform it into power, restoring mana whenever he suffers damage. Oh! That is nice. Yes, you need that. Elemental Chaos creates a field of chaotic, swirling energy that continuously harms nearby enemies with damage from each of the elements in turn, for as long as the spell is active. Spell consumes mana rapidly, you don't say. 10% fatigue and 140 upkeep. Alright, we're going to go ahead up this Battle Mage tree then, because that is some awesome stuff there. Eventually I'm thinking about the Fade Shield stuff. But we're good on the Primal, I think. Good with creation. Yep. You've got a ton, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Battle Mage and Hand of Winter sound pretty good to me. Oh my goodness. Why have I never known that? This is so useful! So incredibly useful. What plot, huh? Okay. There's my scatter shot, which I've already got. Okay, distraction, summon spider, defensive fire, song of courage, below the belt. I didn't even know I had below the belt. You, deadly strike, which I can't use. Okay. Wow, how did I not see that before? Alright, I'll have to mess around with that in a while. Ogren, in the meantime. Looks like... Oh, right. I left the specialization. Is that the only thing? Oh, also skills. Right, because we can't go up there. We can't get more tactics. So we're going to leave the skills. Oh, we got one talent. Motivate. Champion inspires allies to attack with renewed vigor. The rally talent now increases attack in addition to its defense. Oh, yes, that is nice. And you're doing alright with the two-handed stuff? Yeah. Let's go ahead and give you Motivate. There we go. Alright, so guys, I'm going to mess around with these hotbars now that I see that you can actually make them big enough to hold all your stuff. So, yeah, we'll come back next time and we'll see where we go. Probably down to the dungeons to investigate this, this mysterious thief. Thank you all for coming along, and until next time, bye all.